Just pausing here to say that I hate riding the subway, but I'm coming out here today from work as opposed to driving in from home, and so I have a free park. Well, not a free parking space at work, but I got a parking space I already pay for at work, and so it just cost me the $5 round trip to get on the T. But I don't know. Does anybody like riding on the fart tube that is public transportation? I don't think so. But I gotta go meet with my pal Leslie. Haven't seen her in a few years. As I recall, not a big fan of cameras, so I don't think we're gonna have a collab like we did yesterday in any stretch of the imagination. We're just gonna film it as film the coming and the going, and the thoughts afterward. So gotta go catch up with a friend. Pretty cool week. I think this TV is really way too close to the urinal. Just had to share. So I bought a round trip subway ticket, but just as proof, what I said earlier of how much I hate the subway, I'm walking back to my car. I mean, for serious. Why would you ruin a perfectly good evening? And it was an awesome evening. I had a great chat with my friend Leslie, who I haven't seen in years. Why would you ruin a perfectly good evening by riding the subway when you could walk? Yes, it's like an hour to an hour and a half. But it's beautiful out. Let's go walk. One of the reasons I love walking through Boston is that every street has a story for me. And so years and years ago, when that Apple store, before it was open, I did videos about and posts and stuff about it opening. And then when it opened, I had a flip cam. Remember when flip cams were a thing? And I recorded the opening of that Apple store. And I don't know, it's just something about walking. More about that in a second. Like, speaking of stories, the first girl I ever hooked up with, as the kids say, was a student at Berkeley back there. And so every time I walk past here, I get to thinking about that and thinking about whether it was the right move at the right time. She broke up with me 2 days after we slept together. We had a lot of fun times before that, fooling around. I wouldn't be the person that I am today, but I don't know. It's fun to sort of walk and revisit the past and think about things and the things that shaped you. It's one of the reasons I like walking. Anyway, so one of the things that Leslie and I found ourselves talking about were these long walks I used to take during a period of my life where, at least to outward appearances, I was very unhappy. And I was telling her, I still take really long walks, like the one I'm on now, but it's because they help me think, they help me process. It's what I did as a kid, and I think it's what I'll always do until I can't walk no more. One of the very first videos that I did for this project of doing something every day that I was 40 was from right around this spot, almost a year ago. I was walking back from a reading at not too far from where I was tonight, and I was feeling pretty pumped about readings and books and my book and just, I don't know, life. And So that's one of the other things that walking does for me, right? Is that instead of getting on the subway and being immediately surrounded by the fart tube and by all of everyone else's energy, to sort of be out here walking in nature, or as much nature as you can get in the city, and to just be with myself, has always been something I've treasured. It's neat to be back in this spot, making a video again nearly a year later.
Yeah, we don't smoke for athletes. Like, can't do that to them.